Sorry. How? We're live. 1 second. Brian's gonna show me something.
There were 20 individual.
Oh, wow.
Well, welcome to New England FPV. I don't even know who's going to show up here. There. What's that guy? That's F and Chet. Brian, put your hand up. Put your hand. Wait, turn the chair the other way.
There you
Brian. So we figured we'd just do something different. I always say I want to do more live videos, and we never get to it because we're always goofing off and doing some stuff. But while we had the time, and we got 3 members sitting here, we figured we'd just BS, talk about flight characteristics, styles. That guy over there just built his first quad, and if he's comfortable talking, I will let him just share what he built and the little bit of flight time that he got with it. It's his experience. It was good, right?
I loved it. Yeah, it was great.
You want to tell him what you got?
Yeah, I bought a. I can't remember who makes it.
Happy Model.
Happy Model. Cine 8. It was a kit that I bought, and it was a reasonable price and came with everything I needed. And I had a radio already, transmitter.
Build-wise, you're technical,
That's
but
my first one. Yeah, I never built a quad.
As you guys know,
Although I've torn a few apart before.
yeah, done that. The Happy Model, if you're not familiar, where is mine? When you want to find the canister over there? It's all in the right corner. It comes as a kit. Hey, Brian. Brian's in the chat. Brian's right there. So if you're not familiar with it, it's basically an all-in-one board, depending on what receiver you get. 85 millimeter Cinewhoop, and it's impressive what it can do. And some of the videos that I have taken with it still blow me away, and people are impressed that this little thing is as stable. And you can speak for the quick tune I put on it, how well it handles.
Well, I honestly started looking at it before I realized that you even owned this one, really.
Yeah.
And and then when I can't remember which video it was that I saw, and it hit me, and I was like, hey, wait a minute. That's the same one I'm looking at, and that's why, I reached out to you.
Hey, Brian's welcome to the only quad.
What?
He's keeping the chat. I think it says it's 2. All right. Wait, should I thumbs this up too? Does that
your chair back a little bit? So Brian,
I can do this.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. But yeah, it's funny, a lot of the footage that you see, especially from myself and Brian, because he's hooked on the Cinewhoop too. Also, some people don't even realize that they're that big of a quad.
Right.
And then when you see the footage, like the beach stuff that I've done, comes from something that fits in the palm of your hand, is absolutely insane.
And I mean, the video is fantastic, and that's what got me interested in to begin with. So.
And decent wind, breeze under 10 miles an hour, it's totally manageable, because a couple of the beach videos I did, some of the footage, if you're an experienced pilot and stuff, you'll notice I've had to make maneuvers to go with the wind, as Brian pointed out. But it holds up. You just got to choose your lines a little different.
Right.
If I were to bitch, being a picky asshole that we all are, I just wish they gave options for colors. How cool would it have a bright neon green instead of orange?
Mm-hmm.
I wish Boo didn't already have its name, because I would have named this one Boo because of the orange and the Halloween theme.
Yeah, right.
But if you're in the chat, or if you're watching, and jump in the chat, say hi, say who you are and whatnot, so we can say hi to you. If you're subscribed, let me know you're a subscriber. Go check out F and Chet.
Yeah, there's not much there to look at.
Not yet. And then drone tread on me right there, back in the corner on the laptop. He's maintaining the the only chat, only quad chat.
Yes. And they reversed our ban, so we're good after October.
What? So I was thinking, everybody starts off.
Put your left hand down. You're blocking Brian.
Can I pick his nose?
Come on, you want people to see him back there.
We all develop, like you're in that process that Brian. Like you're in that process. Delay. Hello. I remember when I first started, and where I thought I'd be, or where I wanted to be. as in flying. Like freestyle was really, that was it
Yeah.
back in the day. So that's how we all started. But that artistic cinematic bug that I've always had with cartooning and animation and stuff like that sort of found its way into making the videos. My music choices, I think, are as crucial as the quad I fly, the footage that I choose, and it's just kind of evolved into these. And the reason I'm talking about this is because the emotion that's invoked and how you feel when you watch the video.
Right.
And I have completely evolved basically to wanting to. These interest me more than, because there's thousands of freestyle pilots that are out there that are all kind of doing this, and
they're all good.
Right. And my skills,
That's
I don't
not
need to
something
do.
I'm into right now, but I do eventually think I'd like to.
I can't do all those technical tricks. I'm sure I could learn.
I really like the cinematics.
Right. But a lot of you guys out there, and I'd love to hear your opinions on it. Have you ever tried slow flow? Can you do it? Flying slow is hard. Stick discipline, especially when, and Brian will attest, Brian, you're back there. When we went to that end of the world place, how crazy nervous, or how bad did the nerves get to you trying to fly freestyle when we're already 100+ feet up in a cliff and then going up even higher?
Yeah, that was nothing like that. And I couldn't find a flat spot to sit. I was sitting on like the edge of a rock, so I was already off balance with my goggles on. And
you had to sit awkward. If you decided to lean off, or you were going to fall.
And I had $600 worth of equipment up in the air that I couldn't retrieve if I crashed.
Any crash,
Oh,
it would have. All the rocks were huge boulders, and you landed.
Where was that?
That was Suffield.
Oh, Suffield.
So I see 5 people. It says. I think Brian is one of them. So 4 people, or 2 of them.
Brian's 2 of them.
If you're in the chat and you're not on your phone, you're on your TV, and you can chat with us. Jump in the chat, say hi, let us know who's here. But yeah, it's crazy. I find myself when I go to pack to fly or where I want to go, I'm like, do I grab this? Do I grab that? And I'm kind of leaving the 5-inch quad home because if there's people, if there's other obstacles,
there's a lot of things
fast.
to consider when you're taking something like that.
Right. Even the micros.
We don't have a lot of space in this state where we can go and really open up like that.
Right.
Especially with all regulations now. Too.
All the Karens everywhere.
All the Karens everywhere, and
Yep.
I mean, we're all trying to do the right thing, but the FAA is just, they kind of.
Yep.
But it's good.
We've got our.
I mean, we're doing it.
We always have a spotter.
Yeah.
We're always in a flyable zone, which is cool. But then, whoops! Other than being HD, you can take a whoop. Other than a crazy windy day, you can take them anywhere.
Yeah.
So I
like that little tiny whoop. Well, you remember how much trouble I had with that thing at the beginning.
Oh my dad! What board was that? That's Brian. You remember that silverware?
Silverware Beta 65.
He had that. Yes. That one we couldn't bind with that little entry level remote.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, who we got? Hey. How do I pronounce that without mangling? Am I typing? I'm bad.
I can't read it from here, so I need a pair of binoculars from here.
And any fix? Can't spell. Aythix. How do we pronounce that so I don't look like a dope?
Is that him?
No, it's not Brian. So, what is your flight style? What is your favorite quad? Tell me what you're into. I think there's a wicked delay between the chat being live versus. Yeah, when I watch Canadian Drone Hub, I think there's like almost a minute and a half delay. Aythix. You see, he did it in the simple way.
Oh, okay. Good man.
Oh man. So
woman,
yes, that's a good question. But you can't ask that anymore because the world.
Well, I'm not exactly politically correct, so I apologize if I offend anybody, but it's probably going to happen. I'm just going to put that out there right now.
Hey, you can do it.
Right. Here's a sign.
I'm just saying.
I tried the 5-blade props on the Cinewhoop today. These are the cleanest. Look how green, and those are clean. So Cinewhoops are like lawnmowers.
Where'd you get these?
I've had these. I don't know where these little hubs came from. These were
They were clear, right?
yeah. They're on the Cinewhoop. They have the T-can one that's got the
still in
LEDs.
decent shape too.
No, but but they're just green and they've been wiped because if you fly
Green
Cinewhoop, you
from-
end up sucking in green everything.
You do. You get low to the ground. And, yep.
But yeah, so
And through the trees, that's become my favorite pastime is trying to get up in the trees. I can't wait to get the Cine 8 outside.
you'll see the power.
haven't
You'll see
flown
the
that.
power difference
Oh,
and
I
how
already
much
see-
more easy
I
it
already
is.
saw that.
That my passion for that accidentally happened by horsing around and pushing the boundaries with the tiny whoop. I'm sitting out back. I'm tired of going around the swing set. I'm tying around this. And there was a squirrel in the tree. So I was chasing the squirrel higher and higher to the top of the tree.
Yeah,
And I'm like, wait a minute, it's like a whole nother world up here.
yeah, dude.
And so
And
that's
that's what I've realized too.
it's
And I actually started out a few years ago with a couple of larger drones, 380 size drones.
yeah.
And my first one, I was hovering probably 15 feet up in my backyard.
Over the trees.
Yeah, and a hummingbird came out of the trees and was just kind of hovering there in front of it, checking
That's
it out.
one of the things we haven't seen because we were seeing the hummingbirds ripping around the yard today.
Yeah, right.
But how cool would that be if they were chasing after the quad?
Yeah.
Let's see. He says 5-inch freestyle with standard and sub 250. Yeah, I think you're going to see a big change. Everything seems to be shrinking. They're making even the 5-inch quads with basically less electronics. With the you can't see the board that's in here, but it's the all-in-one style boards that they're making and putting them on 5-inch. What the hell's that dude?
Tommy, oh my God.
Thank you. You knew what I was going to say. He built. He's designed and built frames, and I think some of the electronics to go with it too. So it's sub. I mean, with the FAA
I
cracking
use
down.
his sticky tape. That's the only thing is I buy is he has the best sticky tape for batteries.
Oh, yeah.
I still use the Velcro
What's
stuff.
his name?
Tommy, oh my God, is his brand.
His tag. It's not his real name. That's what he goes by.
I forget his last name, but his
YouTube.
company's oh my God.
But not spell. It's like UMMA something something.
Yeah, he was like the pioneer of the 5-inch sub 250.
Yep.
Well, I'm always in the market for good stuff.
1S and 3S.
I
Yeah,
have some
toothpicks.
Velcro at home, but I keep forgetting. I went and looked for it today, but I can't find it.
Toothpicks are the one of the few things that I haven't built. I've had the chance because I had the Mobula 7 and just rebuilt, but the original I swapped it off of a whoop frame and then put it on a little X and was debating going bigger with the motors and doing, I guess what you call like a 3-inch. But yeah, it's just one of the ones I haven't built. It's either whoop, Cinewhoop, or freestyle.
Yeah.
I can't see. What else? Yeah, my first, I forget what size the big one is, the one in the center that doesn't have the motors on it anymore.
My two favorites.
I'll show those.
There
Let me
you
turn
go.
the camera. You got to talk and tell them. So if I pop that up,
Well,
this is what your favorite
Okay.
flyer.
Yeah, that's the BQE bot grinder bando basher.
You want to jump up here?
I built down.
Yeah, and
And
then
And I designed and printed all that 3D GPU crap.
crap. You said crap. It doesn't, at least from my view, it's more of a neon yellow than
Oh, it's bright. You
what's
can't miss
coming
it.
through.
You can't lose it.
right. Well, you could,
If you were in a nuclear,
or if it was high up in a tree.
Yeah.
And then this one.
that's Murder Hornet. That thing is fast. That thing will do over 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, this thing's a beast,
It's a 4S.
which has been stuck. This is why this thing needs brighter things, because how hard was it to
I
see
got
when
that
it was
stuck
100 feet up in the
100 feet
tree?
in a tree.
I have.
250. That's top.
Yeah.
Tommy's. Yeah.
All right, so like if I go over to my shit, like this is a weird 1S. 1S. Let's just grab some shit. All right, so we'll come back here. So, whoops are my favorite. So this is, and if you watch the videos that you've seen, this is a completely different modded pusher 1S. It probably should have been 2. I'm using the Mobula 6 light board because I couldn't find the original Mobula 7 because I wanted to do 2S. Probably shouldn't have the canopy on it. It adds a little bit of weight, but it's actually got a micro full-size, full-distance receiver, if you can see the things on the back there. This is fun. I'm amazed how fast. But then you got little tiny guys like this. If you're talking about whoops, beta, or no, this is the Meteor, but it's still beta FPV. This is the Meteor 65 converted slimline. So this thing shoots gaps like nobody's business. This was the frame that I had on the Mobula 7. I just saved it. I ended up trading F and Chet so he could get some FPV goggles. He had the Blade Inductrix BL, and it didn't have super huge, great reviews, but it was still something that other people could fly when they came here, or just a basement flyer. And I gutted it, took it apart, put a canopy on it, and put it on this thing and bibladed it. And it runs on a 650. What do I got? GNB and
What?
got the GNB and the Race Day quad batteries, and it gets like 5-minute flight times. The only thing that sucks is you can't tune this. It doesn't have any ability. The only tune that you can kind of do to it is adjusting your endpoints and kind of expo to make it a little more sensitive or less sensitive. But still, it's a great flyer. And then this is like a combination. This is a really unique Civitar frame. I think it's like a 120 from Eachine that I put micro guts into, and it's obviously some form of a Cinewhoop, but the way that it's all open, make this more, I wouldn't use the word freestyle, but be able to flip and roll with it and not have all that prop wash. And then, you know, LEDs, the antenna and stuff like that. And it's just regulars. I actually fly Spectrum. There's very few people that fly Spectrum still. So, hey, Zoe.
You're on the Spectrum.
I'm on the Spectrum. Sanity. I think Chet brought some toys in the show, right?
I did, yes.
Sit there. It's over there. Grab the stool. You can pop that out. He's got his Sin 8 here. Oh, can I open it?
Yeah, go ahead.
I forgot what we named this one?
Frankenwhoop.
Frankenwhoop. He made this cool, he used a CD case. And look, excuse me, the canopies that I had, I happen to have an extra one. And Chet here loves orange. And again, it doesn't transfer, at least when I'm seeing.
Yeah, the paint didn't work out.
No, I'm saying if you look here, it looks just kind of orange, but this thing's like neon orange.
Yeah, it's pretty bright.
So he's got this little thing.
It's easier to see in the woods when it goes down.
Well, you learned the first time with the blue one where in the heat of the moment, that's one of those things when it goes down, you're like, crap, where did it go?
Yeah.
And you know you're in the general area, but when you're flying something that's this size, it is significantly easier to find it when it stands out against the colors of nature.
For sure.
You want to show them that one too?
Yeah, and then this was the Cine 8 that I built.
You want to say hi, Zoe? I know you want to say hi. The little one, the MOD.
Pretty good. Here, you go ahead. Show it.
See, he used, my props are the same. I just picked out 2 different colors. That's just my thing. So he's got, and I got these props too. Same exact thing, but just like neon yellow.
Yeah,
so
and
it
I can
stands
tell
out.
you, just flying it around the basement, what was it, a week ago?
Yeah?
I'm really looking forward to going outside with it.
Yep.
I still got to glue the bottom down here.
Get it back up, pal, so they
Couple
can see.
little dots. But yeah, it came out pretty good.
That's a very good quad to learn on because it's
And
gonna be
this
really
is-
hard to break.
My custom case got the batteries in there. Oop, I got a spare in there floating around.
Oh, what we got? I love my 2-3. Missing out the background. Oh, you know him. That's pretty cool.
What's that?
He knows Brian.
Oh yeah.
What the hell is the emoji you put up?
I have no idea.
Yeah. I was Spectrum on point. My fix. That's my friend. When I got into it, when I didn't know anything about it, he flew Spectrum with fixed wing. I forget what the other.
Spectrum's still big in fixed wing.
Yeah,
Yes.
and that's why because he did airplanes, jets, and then started getting into FPV, and then he got at the time that I got the Flag 100 when it was still King Kong, not HGLRC. He got I forget what the one he got. So I asked what he said for a controller and said Spectrum. So I just kind of jumped on it and stayed with it. And as much as I want long range and stuff, I can't afford, but it would be cool to try going the distance farther.
Have you ever gone live, Pete?
I'm live right now.
I know, but have you?
Yeah, not a handful of times.
I just want to also add that Chris
back up
gave
some.
me this cool case for this, so yeah. Everything
Talk to
fits
Brian
in there
about an
pretty
insert
nice.
for it. You gotta back up the whole thing so you're not bumping against my chair.
Yeah, the only problem is when I do a fixed wing, I'll definitely want to do it on TBS Crossfire, but I can't do it with my Tango because I don't have trim tabs. So I'd have to buy like a Radio Master and get a adapter.
Right.
He's saying he was messing with Bach Grinder, so it sounds like he knows who Bach Grinder is.
Yeah.
He is a cool guy to watch. Definitely stands out in the crowd. Have you watched any Bach Grinder
I
stuff?
probably have. I did watch so many different things. I watch a lot of fishing videos too, so it's hard
And
to
gun
remember
videos.
everything. Say what?
And gun
Dust.
videos.
And
No, it's
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
I like
that
Bach
too.
Grinder a lot, and he's from Philly, and I grew up around Philly.
I watch a
So
lot of RC car videos.
definitely watch a lot of that.
He's got a cool group of people that he flies with, and some of the places that he gets to fly are absolutely insane. We don't have the one real smashed up old building that we had by Summers Mill Pond. They finally cleared out the wreck before we got to go fly through all that metal mess. That would have been great.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mad about that. Oh, I should have brought more water
I
down
remember
there.
back in the day working on that place.
Really?
Yeah, I worked for a roofing company. We were in there working.
That was a great place. I met him and ripped. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. Any of the big name pilots, there's nobody really around us for big
You're it,
FPV
man.
pilots. Yeah, I'm it. I don't know if I'd call myself a big name pilot, but
No, it's kind of like a void in between here and like New York.
yeah, because they got those guys up in New York.
And then you got the Paul and the FPV Army crew in Northern Jersey.
Yeah, any of our crew, we got some of the West Coast guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's
Thanks,
not many
pal.
up here.
Yep.
In fact, I never see. There's one place I see people flying near me, but other than that, anytime I take it out, people are more curious than anything because we really don't see them in.
Yeah.
I'm on the border of Mass and New Hampshire, so there's not many people up there.
At the shore, there's always new people going there. And I was outside. I think the girls were coming back from walk, and I was flying this thing, and you could hear them as they're walking by or on their bikes. I'm like, "It's okay if I fly in here?" He's like, "Yeah, we want to see it." So I was weaving through them. I actually landed. The battery, as soon as I went to go turn, the battery didn't have enough, and it just dropped and went right in his basket on his bike. So he got a kick out of that and was laughing and stuff.
Nice catch.
And all they could see, because it's got a little dinky, I just put a one dinky LED on here. And
Yeah.
JB, oh, wow. So that's all I could see was the little green.
Oh yeah, right.
That's pretty cool to be able to fly with some of those big names like that. But
Yeah.
I'd have pressure. Could you imagine
Well,
you
yeah,
sit next to those guys that like live it more than us?
Yeah,
And then, like having a prop explode like I've had a couple times and having one of those moments.
To experience that.
Oh,
Yeah, because Drib lives like 15 minutes from my dad. So, like, if I ran into him while I was flying
I
down to
remember
Orlando-
when all that confidence goes right out the window where he comes up.
Yeah.
You hear his voice like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Oh man.
Yeah.
All those moments, and we all have them too.
Well, lucky for me, I don't. Really
Yeah,
know any
I
of them.
couldn't only imagine. I suffer from anxiety enough,
Right.
and trying to sit down, work that out in your head before you sit and fly, even if it's only you guys around, because
Mhm.
still you want to impress one another with some of the goofy things that we do.
Yeah.
You don't want to break anything else.
No, but like I was,
True.
we all have those moments. So one of those for me was I had just swapped out one of my 5-inch quads props to just change the color on them. Brand new Johnny props, never been used. And I had one explosion on one of the cool videos. I think it was called Why I Fly. And I left that part out because I wanted to go for a type of video and didn't want the crash to ruin it. But I just cruised over Summers Mill Pond and through the trees, nice and easy. And then coming in, I wanted to power burst and go through the trees and go back out upside down over the water. But as soon as I punched it, the right front prop exploded, and I was 70 feet in the air, and it just went into murky water that took some time to find. And same quad, same motor, same color prop. I was flying with Brian at the fields.
Yeah, you just did a flip over the light pole.
I was literally first punch. I was just lifting up, and I went to go punch, and that same. You're gonna sniffle right next to me the entire time, bro? Goodness. It just exploded just as I was mid-height on the pole, and boom. And that scratched the GoPro lens. That started the whole thing with the GoPro. Speaking of that, I put it away, didn't I? But it's just those little quirky things that we all go through. Or you put a dead battery because you forgot because you're laughing and goofing around, and then you put that right out over the river, right in the water. Twice in one day.
I haven't ever gone in the water, thank God. But
So after crashing the water a couple times, you just realize it's electronics. I could give two shits. It's at that point where you have to just go for it and get it. 9 out of 10 times it'll survive the crash.
Right.
But the second time, I just threw my controller and goggles at Sean and dove in the river after it.
Oh, dear.
That was nuts. I was learning about flying bad and bot, said we. Yeah, I mean, there's days, even if I'm whooping around, where I'll take one of these little things and I cannot shoot a gap underneath any of the chairs in the yard. I can't get behind the swing set. I literally hit. What are you doing? I literally hit everything. And then there's days where I just go outside to fly, don't give a shit about recording, just getting out there to burn a pack to free your mind and hit some of the most epic shit or see some birds, get next to some. Got no proof of it. Doesn't even get discussed in conversation because you didn't record it or you
That's always my thing, and now I got issues with that DVR. I got to figure out too.
I have an example of that. I was testing Tatas. I was messing with some of the VTX stuff because it had VTX problems. So I'm taking it out and flying around the yard. I got like 4 minutes in, just about done. So I'm just kind of covering over the cars and I punch it, and one of the prop nuts broke.
Oh.
Prop comes flying off. It went like this and slammed on the hood of my car. You can see 2 slit marks on the hood of the toaster because the freaking thing just bashed. And instead of just stopping, it went, I'm going to do one more. And then went like this. I'm like,
Right.
oh, I'm looking around. I'm like, did anybody see? Because it made a hell of a thud. The thud that thing hit. Oh, my God. Walk in the house, and the wife just looks at me. She knows when I walk in the house if I had a great flight or I had one of those, just because the sweat, the cold look on your face.
Mm-hmm.
Just walk like this down in the basement and put my shit away.
Quiet.
How long you been flying now? FPV.
FPV 2 years.
So you're the baby in the bunch, in at least one aspect.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, the only aspect, really.
Yeah.
I believe I am senior here.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Just saying.
But quads, drones, you've been flying for.
Well, like I said, I started a couple of years ago, but I really.
Mother.
I had, a few problems, as you know.
Yeah.
And I kind of gave up on it, and then.
Drones are hard to fix.
And then we met at the range that time when you did the picnic.
Oh, that's right.
And that's what got me thinking about it again. And, it took us a while to get hooked up. But
should that be like a sponsor? Drones make friends.
That's right.
Also, I know, RC and SC? Wow, yeah. He follows us. We follow him. That's cool. He knows Brad.
Yep.
B-Rad.
B-Rad.
I'm surprised. He must be working or something. I thought he'd find us.
Brad's pissed off at YouTube, so.
I haven't seen anything. He did what the hell did he put up?
No, I am too. I haven't been on it in a week.
Why, what are they doing now? I haven't really been paying much attention.
Just suppressing information. Allegedly. Hi.
Allegedly.
Hi, Susan. We love you.
Yes. Yes, so. What? You said my name. Not now. I'm trying to think. So I started getting into it right when I met my wife because I had the cheapy little ones that like run out of range 4 feet from you and then somehow find their way into the fire as they're tumbling.
Well, after we met that time at the range, I bought that little Beta 65S. And I had so much trouble with it. And then I gave it to you and you fixed it.
Yeah.
Now we have Frankenwood.
It's just I would say uphill or downhill battle from there because it just doesn't stop.
Well, that's
you
the
can see the
problem.
back wall.
I keep.
Oh, you can't see that. Hold on. The wall of quads is back there.
Back there, and it's all lit up, but you can't really see it because it's dark.
Yeah, so she bought me. I think who made Parrot? Was Parrot?
Coffee.
No, that's new. It was called the Parrot AR drone. It was only phone or Wi-Fi controlled, but it was modular, so you could take it apart. It just had like a foam case,
Okay.
and it had the shitty Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
But it flew.
Right.
And then I modified the crap out of that, found every video I could find on YouTube. And then for my birthday, I think after we were together a year, she bought me the Unique Q500 Plus, big one.
Mm.
I tried to buy a Wakira, but it wouldn't come off the ground. It was almost a $2,000 drone, landing gear and the arms lifted and all that shit, but it didn't work. And thank God I got it through Amazon because they honored the guys like, you shouldn't buy stuff if you don't know how to fly and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro,
really,
word for word, everything it said to set it up. The GPS dance, if anybody knows the GPS dance.
That's how I cooked that that XK Detect one, the X380 that I got.
I did everything I could. I got it up in the air one time, and it tried to take off.
Oh, yeah.
It was literally going, I want to go this way, and I'm pulling on sticks, and it's like trying to come back.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to land, it gets like he to you, and it just goes, I don't want to fly anymore, and falls over. So it chipped up a prop, but I had footage of that because somebody was recording. So this guy and I went back and forth for 2 weeks, and he's calling me every name in the book and saying, I'm not giving you effing penny back. So I contacted Amazon. I said, is this how I'm supposed to be treated by?
Yeah.
They said he has 24 hours to refund you, or we're pulling him off Amazon. So I got my money back, and then I'm like, I'm not spending that money. So wifey said, why don't you look at Unique? You like Unique. So I bought that thing, and that started. How'd that feel? That was a big, scary one, but that's about the same size as the Phantom.
Yeah, huge. Yeah.
The marshmallow in the sky.
That's my my X380 is the same as the Phantom.
Yeah.
It's a monster, but it's black. I like it. It's black and silver.
Yeah.
I fried
BBD?
my Ford. What?
The train jumped the track like that.
Yeah.
That was a card from Cards Against Humanity. If anybody's following along.
Yeah, you guys are clowns.
Again, we're not.
Should we put a title? Not PC.
Not at all.
What are you doing, bro?
Nor are we woke.
Hell no. Hell.
Yeah.
Do you see Tom McDonald's new song? What the hell do they call it? Oh, I forgot. No, the one we watched today.
I don't remember anymore.
Dummies.
Oh yeah, Dummies.
That was good. Go watch. I'm gonna put that in there. If I could spell.
And we have to finish watching Richland Diesel's video.
Oh my God, yeah.
Daddy,
Larry.
can you watch that song again?
Mick.
It's funny.
Oh, yeah, he. What was the line that he said in that we started giggling about? Oh, because if you call any other culture something wrong, you're rude. But somebody calls you white, you could be Scottish, Irish,
Polish.
Eastern European, Polish,
Russian.
How is that not any different?
It's all about viewpoints, man, and who you listen to.
Dude, what are you doing?
Can you put the toaster in here?
A representation of the toaster.
We got that for your birthday.
Because I drive a Honda Element, so this is supposed to be. You can push the toast down.
Nice.
I think mine's a little boxier, though.
Yeah, quite a bit. Yeah.
That's too funny. I'm trying to think of what else. So you got to sit down, pal. Bro, sit down. She makes her fake YouTube videos, so like this is her chance to shine. So she wants to.
Okay, hey, that's all right, man.
Well, you want to talk about your FPV goggles because you are rocking different FPV goggles than the rest of us.
Oh, why? What are you wearing, dude?
Oh, it's Guy's Own 4s.
You got them handy?
Oh no, they're upstairs in the
on the porch.
I'll talk to him.
But I like the diversity in them.
Those are the little ones.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I like the diversity, and
I wear glasses. I can't wear them.
I like that I can fit it in my backpack.
Sit down, please.
Yeah.
Mine still fit.
Mine fit in my backpack.
Well, I could climb the backpack in all defense.
Should show in my backpack?
Yeah. What are the FPV goggles that you use?
Yes, ma'am.
She lost another tooth.
Oh, nice.
Did the tooth fairy come?
Yeah.
Yeah.
$5.
$5.
Man.
Man, I got a good thing you woke up today. Back in the day.
Look at the tooth fairy just beat the crap out of you.
Oh,
Take your $5.
how is the foam holding up on your FPV goggles? I ended up getting 2 sets of foam
On mine?
replacements. Yeah. Mine seem to wear out.
Well,
This is like not, it's a video. I rock the HD3 with rapid fire. So that's Fat Shark, I'm assuming. Right? With the
Rapid
HD3s?
Yep.
And the rapid fire is a module. I don't know anything about Fat Shark stuff.
Well, I got the Sky Zones because their module is very good, and I can upgrade
Turn that off.
to the
Stop.
I can upgrade to the rapid fire. But when I wanted to buy the new goggles, the chip shortage started, and I could not get the Orcas, nor could I get the rapid fire. So I just
they're
got
not
what
horrible,
was in
but
stock.
you remember I got glasses going in there.
I'll stick
too,
them.
so.
So these were my first FPV goggles. These are the Headplay SEV2s that F and Chet is rocking. I forget the size of the screen. It's like an 8 or 9 inch screen in here. So you've got video screen for days. But again, for some people, they don't like that. It's too much screen, and some people consider it a distraction. But when you're kind of cinematically flying, I think you have more room to be able to see, look around. Oh, Chet, let me turn it a little bit. Chet's hotel in a backpack.
My super FPV backpack, everything I own fits right in there.
It even holds beers when we do night
Oh
hikes.
yeah,
Lots of
go
beers.
right inside pockets right here. There's one on each side. It holds about 7 or 8 beers each. And then I got the big main pocket for everything
I
else.
turn it. Yeah, that's,
It's huge in there.
you could use some foam to create.
Put these on there because I like driving FPV. I have a crawler and I
flea
put all
bag.
my stuff in there and I wrap, I strap the wheels down with this stuff.
You see who's in the chat, Brian?
Oh, yeah.
Good to see you in here, Fleabag. I hope you're doing well. Still trying to get you down here to come fly with us on one weekend. Yeah, so like I said, I did my backpack and I could not be happier. It fits. It actually, the only stress is, okay, now I can fit this, and this. What do I actually want to carry?
What do I actually need?
But it has the room to add all those extras where I felt like I couldn't before. And for now, with a coupon being just shy of or around $30, I mean, there's high-end pack, newbie drones. There's a couple of them, but they're like $200.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
When you have one of those OCD, ADHD moments where you're like, oh, I want this, and you just start searching,
Yeah.
and then you quickly get disappointed because you see how expensive something as simple as a backpack can cost you.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm in the wrong business.
Well, I suppose if they're well built, it's worth the money, but it's hard to say if it's well built until you get it in your hands.
The Cobra X, I did see those. Those were rated, I
What's
think,
that?
one of the best goggles if you had to wear glasses.
That's what she said.
I know Sky Zone. I forget who I was talking to. Maybe it was Brian earlier.
Right.
Yeah, Sky Zone before did box goggles. I want to say 2 years ago that looked like the head plays, but it had diversity. And I'm curious if any of that would fit or mix together because it would be cool. That's the only thing missing from the head plays would be diversity. So you could do a patch or different style antennas just for a little bit longer range. But I can't complain. I love them. Brian's not a super fan because he's picky and doesn't like the big box.
No.
But I think it's more of that it doesn't fit in the bag over.
Yeah, that's huge. Plus, I got dust behind the lens, so it's annoying.
Yeah. I don't know how you got dust behind the lens.
If I could, I tell you, any companies out there, if you want a torture test done,
But yeah. So
Yeah, there you go. Right
there's a video I saw many years on YouTube, and this guy's job is to literally just beat the shit out of Ferraris, and he gets paid to abuse them to the point where they explode. If you want to test frames, that guy right there.
I bought Botgrinder's frame because it has 6mm replaceable arms. That's the fattest arms you can find on the market right now. So that should tell you something right there.
What is it, carbon fiber?
I haven't broken one yet.
You haven't really crashed that thing since you've built it. It's Cinewhoop crashes lately.
Yeah, I only crash it into trees.
Brian, so if we had a tally, especially in my yard, and we did some flights today, we had to cut down some of the branches off the
I
tree
crash a lot.
because of the damage from
Would you,
2
bro?
weeks ago when we had that microburst here.
I just don't care.
Brian was 100 feet in there. He's hit that tree a ton of times. He came whipping around with the 6-inch now. Buzzy, remember that tree? He got stuck. So I think I was getting ready to do a video, and I had to walk up because it's just sitting there in the tree.
Oh yeah.
The house, you had a fail-safe that it hit the roof of the
I
house.
destroyed my GoPro
Oh my God. I've been hit.
by the little ones.
Yeah, by the little ones. But yeah, he should torture test. If somebody is willing to test and want to test their product and see if it can hold up to the average consumer, where is he? Where is he?
I'm not average.
Keep moving.
Heck, if it can hold, I say that with kind respect. If it can hold up to
I only
some
broke Buzzy's arms twice.
that,
Once I stepped on
that
it.
crash with the power lines over in Town Farm, did that break anything?
No.
That was Mach 1.
Allegedly.
It
That didn't happen.
Right.
Allegedly.
let's just say it hit
I was never there.
it hit something and launched it
Somewhere.
quite a ways, and nothing broke on it. that was, man.
That's when I didn't realize you had to unlock the VTXs using that special code on an Emax VTX. Otherwise, it's not out of 25 milliwatt mode.
Mm.
So when I programmed it to 200 milliwatts in beta flight, it was still on 25. Yet it wouldn't tell me otherwise.
I love the fact that you can go in
Live and learn, right?
to beta flight.
Oh, yeah.
So for the longest time, one of my biggest hates was the OSD. That's an OCD thing.
You know me.
I liked having the whole screen open where it didn't have anything to distract me and nothing to be in the way. Not that it's in the way, but in my own head. What is my three motors? Nice. I want a gut, and I was talking with Chad over here about taking a drone. I think what's his name did it. Help me. One of the best freestyle pilot. The guy that
Drib?
no, the other one. The one that's not with them anymore. My brain just stopped.
No
Fastest flipping. He went on his own. He was with Rotor Riot.
Stinger?
No, the other skinny little dude with a mustache.
Oh, Steel?
Steele did a video way back, if somebody can find it, that he gutted a Phantom.
Oh, yeah,
Put
yeah.
a fake 3D printed
I've seen
GoPro
one,
on it,
yeah.
and then, but we want to take one of his quad drones that doesn't work properly anymore and put new FPV electronics into it. Not FPV, but guts, flight controller, all that, and make that something that it looks like it's just going to hover. Then you click it and
And
go.
that was my first 380 sized one. That
Yep.
wasn't a flying 3D one.
I have 2 solo 3DRs.
Do you want to sacrifice one?
No.
Well, that doesn't help. And what are they doing now? Collecting dust?
Yeah. But you
Right.
can use the aftermarket app and you can actually fly it in FPV mode.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember seeing them everywhere, but I know nothing.
I have 2 of them because I knew that they were going to put the transponders.
I wonder if we can just find a shell. Find a shell of something somewhat popular.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You can't, like DJI, I don't think they sell parts.
No, they're locked down. They're proprietary.
Well,
It's hard to get parts.
take a look and see what I got.
Yeah. That'd be cool. I forgot the hell what we were talking about before that.
How would we go?
DJI Sleeper. Yeah, that would be cool. Or any
Right.
other quad that just looks like it's a kit. You're pushing on my chair again, pal.
That would be cool. DJI Sleeper.
Some people, I think, are afraid of big drones more, and some people are more afraid of something like that. So
Well, they certainly. I don't remember. Do I have prop guards for that one?
this one's weird because it's really loud. I don't know if it's the harmonics. Brian's heard this.
I think it's,
I've heard
I think
that
it's
one too,
because
yeah.
it's the soft mounted struts that there's no carbon fiber frame
It just
on it.
stop pushing the chair. It has this weird high pitch sound to it that doesn't sound like anything else. What are you doing?
It's loud for its size.
Yeah.
He wants to
Mom
lean
used
against
buy a
something.
chair.
Are you tired?
Yeah.
Why don't you go lay down with mom in bed?
No,
That makes no sense.
I know.
Okay, where's your drone? You want to show them your drone?
Where is it?
It's probably in your room, not down here. If you want to show them, you can. Check the comments. I have that have a Phantom 3 Mavic. Really? Huh. That would be cool if you can find a link for it or something like that. That would be interesting.
What's it?
They have a Phantom 3 Mavic conversion kit.
I heard something about that.
Really?
I think I saw somebody got one of the new Mavic Minis. It's basically a newer version, foldable of the Spark,
Right.
basically same size that they converted, and he 3D printed all the parts to fit all the electronics on the inside and made it an FPV quad. I can see that being a useful, because if you have something like this, that's a pain in the ass. If it's kind of folded up a little bit and made it a little bit smaller, that might be more
certainly
transportable.
easier to carry, sure.
That if I were to create a Spark 2, the only thing I would change is put a 3-axis gimbal on it and make foldable arms.
I like the foldable arms idea. Yeah, that's definitely makes it a smaller package.
I think in many circumstances that is better in crashes because at least the arm can fold, hopefully,
True.
or it could be a weak point. No, but I mean, you broke a Spark arm.
Yeah, and
That's
that's a rigid
right?
arm. and I broke that.
Third
That
party.
took a pretty good digger on that one, I can tell you.
I mean, and that thing's decently light.
I had it in sport mode, and I was doing a hard turn up there in that field up the top
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the street.
We got to get up there and do some because he
Caught a
didn't.
branch, and boom, that was that.
Next time we can get up to his house. You haven't done any freestyle. We didn't get to because the people were all playing soccer.
That's right. That field would be fun.
I almost broke my arm again on the stairs.
That
Are you
would
serious?
not be good.
Was mom yelling? Do you want to show them? I'll let you show them.
Viper, I got one of
So the
those.
little one wants to show you guys. She loves the YouTube thing, so I'll give her an opportunity to show. I'll open the box for her, make it easier if I don't rip it. How the F does it open? Yeah, that side. Got to get Brian to print you a case for this.
It's too old.
So Fafa, aka Grandpa, got both my daughters one of these guys. And obviously the reason behind that is you want to get something that's inexpensive to start flying so you don't smash and destroy a $100, $200 drone, but it has a form of altitude hold. So on the controller, and it's a decent sized controller. Oh, Captain Mavic's in here?
Yeah.
No way, bro. How you doing?
Get off top chat. Go to live chat.
It's what? Oh, that's why. Son of a bitch.
Dumbass.
I can't.
That's fine. I'll tell you if somebody else jumps in then.
What? Hold on. ADD. I am honored you're here, bro. Newfound drone. Hello. Like 7. Hey, I'm lucky. That's my lucky number, bro.
No, it's at 8 now.
It's at 8. Oh, look at that. Thank you.
All right. Nice.
How'd you find us? Do you follow any of us? Just curious for the analytics. But anyway, the controller. It's like I want to know. I want to know if you're thanks, pal. It has the little spring in it, so it holds. And anybody that flies for the first time, and you can attest, throttle
I
management.
have one of those. Yeah.
Brian, how fun was throttle management when we started really getting you flying slower? And
Once you learn how to find the midpoint and the expo around the midpoint and
Yeah.
how to pull a hover, it changes everything.
Yeah.
I'm multitasking.
I turned the
So-
drum on.
You don't want to turn it on. So having that little bit of altitude hold helps them to not focus on trying to throttle back and forth to try to keep it. She can just make little movements. And even her first couple flights, just a real simple, basic quad. And even in kind of shitty wind, it was holding itself decently well. It would drift a bit. It has 2 different color props, so at least they could pick out some of the orientation. What do you get? We think 5-minute flight, 6-minute flight, something like that.
Yeah, but I almost lost.
Yeah, she almost lost it because, like most beginners, they panic and they keep pushing buttons as it's getting farther and farther and farther away.
I got the drone stuck in the tree.
Yep, she got stuck. It was low in a tree, but it was stuck.
It was a bush.
Bush, little extra props. So it comes with prop guards. I call these tree hooks
Yeah. That's
because
exactly
if you look at it would hang, and then they magically get stuck to the point where you can't lift out.
Oh yeah.
Anything that goes over it, you throw over it, would end up breaking because you can't. I don't know how well you're going to see this. It's got these little tiny. The main drive is got a little tiny gear and it's attached to this. Any real torque, or you try to spin this with any friction on it, that's going to snap. Like Canada,
Yeah. Because I know some people from New York went up to
Thank you,
Roger's
Sal.
place, so I know that.
Oh yeah.
I know the border's open again, but I don't know how. Like here, like New Hampshire, you wouldn't even know anything was going on. So
How far hour wise would you say they are? Because it would be cool. I think they'd be down for us going up there.
I used to have to drive to Montreal
Canada.
a lot, and it's a 5-hour drive from where I live.
Oh
So it's
wow.
not bad.
Thank you, Sal. I'm gonna go put it over there so it's not in your way. The closest I'd gotten was Niagara Falls
Yeah,
on the American side.
I think my fishing license in Ontario just expired, so I think I missed getting back up.
I've never been to Canada.
No, have not been there. I would definitely check it out.
I do have a couple acres in New Hampshire.
Nice.
3.2.
Nice. I'll buy it.
So when are we gonna go flying and shooting there? And not in any particular order.
Well, there probably won't be any shooting there, but
Can't.
well, you probably could, but it's kind of
300 feet from your neighbors.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
We gotta work on Charlie's spot.
Yeah.
But he's so tomorrow he was saying I guess they mess up the walls. They're not the right height, so they're taking them down and
come on.
redoing them.
Oh,
But he wants to learn how to get what's he have, a Mavic?
yeah,
he has the Mavic 2,
He wants to learn
Air S.
Air 2.
Air 2S.
he wants to be able to pan. My
Yeah,
only concern is in the automated one, you tell the distance of how far it's supposed to.
He needs
Right.
more open area
He's going to have to do it manually,
that's gonna
or
have
have
to be
one of us
manual,
pilot it.
or spot form at minimum.
Have to, because you know how any drone side swiping.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome. I do not recognize the name, so if you're new, thank you.
Peace.
Alberta. Oh, that's what Brian was talking about. I got a delay for some reason.
I love Alberta. I watched Camping with Steve in Central Alberta.
Wait, is that the dude that does the van?
Yeah.
He fits on the mic. That's like my algorithm now. That's all that pops up in my
Why is
feed.
there a guy sleeping in a storm drain on my YouTube feed? Oh, that's just Steve from Edmonton.
Oh my god, that's funny. To get my head around acro. All right, so that's a story. I'm glad you said that. For acro, for me, I fought it for the longest time, so I probably flew. I call it level mode, but it's
Horizon,
not horizon, angle mode, because you still can't flip. I flew the tiny whoops and stuff. I would say a year and a half, and got it down really, really good. And for me, when I bought my first FPV racer, which was a ridiculous amount of money, I got scared because it was too fast throwing on FPV goggles. So I bought a Ferrari without learning how to drive, in a sense. When you fly the tiny whoops, you can see somewhat of the duck, or whatever you want to call it, in front. So it kind of gives you spatial awareness, if that's the right word.
Yeah.
So I flew the living shit out of these in the house, and that taught me how to fly. And then I swapped over. I forgot what the hell I was talking about. What the hell were we talking about? What was? Oh! Hold on. Let me go back.
How many people in this room don't have ADD right now?
I had it. Where was it? Oh no, acro. My bad. So I wanted to buy a FPV quad, and I didn't know what to get. It was the Blade Torrent 110 that started off as a semi-whoop when they started coming out, and I finally took the prop guards off, and that's one of the ones I first started modding. And then I just sat in the front yard, and I was doing figure eights around the tree that was there at the time, and the power lines, and I would just go back and forth, not flying fast, just feeling it out in acro mode, and I would do it the other way. And then every day I came home from work, I burned 2 packs or 3 I had, and just did the same thing until I got comfort. And I purposely did it in both ways, so you didn't build up comfort in one versus the other. Please wait while we are reconnecting.
Is that on your end?
Are you still seeing us?
Yeah.
So I kept doing that until I got comfortable. And then when I was comfortable to get in the air a little bit higher, then you'd practice the flips and rolls. And I can't remember if that was beta flight, so you could even tune it. I think it was only just in the controller where I could but that's what started it. You can't just buy the fastest, best thing you can get and then learn from there, because you're going to break everything. You got to take baby steps when it comes to flying with acro. And if it's a good quad that you, even like these where you can plug, damn, that's twice, you can plug it into beta flight, you can tune. So your flips and rolls will be slower or faster based on what you want. But then you can also adjust some of your stick movements and null them like Brian likes to do with the Expo. So that's the way you should fly. What the hell? Agreed. I got a good memory, but lift
Talk
off.
about ADD.
Yeah, lift off. That's the thing. You know, you're doing something like this where it's live. I got multiple things running through my head, or somebody will say something in the chat and it clicks a thought, and then boom, that thought's gone. Squirrel. Yeah, lift off. Another one, and I'd love to get more people into it. The Tiny Whoop Simulator is absolutely amazing and smooth. I wish my laptop had a little more oomph power, but that one's fun and very, very accurate, as in how it feels to fly for real. So we can get people in and do and do races together. Or I should start. I was posting some of my flights for a little while. I can fly now. This was my turn. That was something I was trying to say earlier. I think I've been flying FPV like 7.5 years now, so I've got some time in.
I can do it with my.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, download.
You can do it on yours because I've done it on my PlayStation, so you could definitely do it on the computer.
So let me see. I'm going to put my email into the chat. If anybody wants to email me, you can contact me that way, and then go through text. So that way, if you guys want to get up.
Are these HDMI?
Yeah, they definitely are. I used my PlayStation with those before.
So that's my email. Just say who you are, and then
I'm sorry.
when I can sit down
I'm
and
sorry, I did not. I was out.
when I can sit down and fly or get time to fly, we'll get some people in there. If you, like I said, if you haven't already gotten the thing, download it. Do all that now, so that way you can download all the tracks because it takes some time. Hey.
I have this stuff. I just have to get some time to work on it.
Because there's a ton of tracks and some really detailed.
Right now, I got so much.
Life is busy, pal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got more layers that are gonna blind me out. We're going over to his house next weekend.
Yep.
I was holding nothing, and now I have yellow on my hands from it.
Oh, from the paint on the
Does
road.
anybody in here do any airsofting stuff too? Be curious.
I know they do it in England.
Airsoft. Oh, one of my favorite guy. What the hell's his name? The guy with the camera on the one that snipes everybody.
Oh, I like watching that dude.
Oh
I don't know
God.
his name either.
Yeah, figures. Like any other day, you ask me, and I know his
I
name
know.
instantly.
Right.
He's the one that goes, "Oh, this guy cheated, so pop in the head."
Doing
yeah.
headshots and stuff. That's great. I love it.
No, I just had it. It's not snake. Oh God. You're squeezing my head. I'm gonna have to look.
Training.
I'm good when you hit the side so you think.
Yeah, it's gonna pop up. Live researching. Dude used to have an AK-47. Brian's got one.
Yeah.
He's got that. I've got
I have
a
one.
AR style.
I'm Polish, so I have to have an AK. I cannot have an AR.
That's good.
Hold on, I'll have to grab my. Watch out, so I don't want to step on you.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to paintball, man. I used to play paintball too, but nobody plays it
Until
anymore.
you find somebody that cheats and puts freaking the paintballs in the snow, so
Yeah.
when they shoot you, they're frozen.
Yeah, right.
That's so fun. But yeah, I have all the paintball stuff, but
This is unloaded.
nobody uses it.
This is my rig. I'm working with. I'm going to point it that way. I'm working with. These are just temporary for now. So I have, what do you call that? Cant when you angle it. So I have the iron sights. It's got a 4x scope, and it's got green laser.
Yeah.
So that's my, and I hydro dipped this and then air painted normal. I wanted to stay with a certain amount of money. So if I decided that I didn't like it or didn't want to play or everyone gave up, I didn't spend too much. So this was like $150. It's got the tracer. Excuse me, first. It's got a tracer unit on it. So it has a UV light. It has special little BBs. So when the BB goes through this, it flashes real quick. So the BBs come out glowing. And then I had something else. So this thing, thank you. Yeah, I hours. I don't know how it's coming through on the camera, but it's supposed to look like it's dirty and it's been dropped in the mud. Oh yeah, Hold on. I'm gonna hold that on the bottom.
I don't want
Got it.
to.
Hey, here, grab it here. Got it? You lay it down on the floor.
Okay.
Got it? So these things are the special BBs, and hopefully it'll, I don't know if that's glowing enough. I don't have my UV flashlight. Hold on, see if it'll do it. Yeah, I think it glows a little bit.
Yeah.
They glow super bright all the way to the point where you can't see more, so that's fun. I like the Glock. Wait a little, grab me that.
This?
Oh, the Walther.
Thank you, Bob. So this, it's a blowback style. This is the Walther P99 DAO. I actually want the real gun version of this. This is like the most ergonomic gun
Oh, yeah.
I've ever held. This fits so awesome.
Walter's always got a nice head of
Yeah.
his grip.
These things are great. Got little mags. I think it holds like 15. It's loud, and that's what it sounds like when it shoots. It doesn't have any opening action. This is all just for making noise.
For play.
Great if you want people to know where you are. If you're trying to pick somebody off without being known, that's why I call it ting ting. You instantly are found. But I did the hydro dipping. Hopefully that comes out. I did the hydro dipping to this also, so it matched my vest and all that other stuff because I'm absolutely nuts and things got to look super
Hey,
cool.
you hydro dipped Sparky too.
Oh yeah, Chet took the shell off of his Spark, and we hydro dipped that, so it looks really cool. So now when it goes down, if
We'll
it's in the
never
woods,
find
you're never
Yeah,
gonna
we're
find
never
it.
finding that one. Sorry.
Yes, so
Do this.
do what?
Do this.
What? My finger, it won't fit. My finger's too big.
No.
Child in the room,
That's what it's
Put your pinky.
it don't fit.
You must have quit.
I gotta catch up on the comments. I wanted a goat gun. What's a goat gun? Or is that supposed to say ghost?
Those are like the quarter scale. They're really accurate. I want the AK one.
And what's it shoot? Real bullets?
No, it's just a die-cast model.
Oh,
It's
oh.
super accurate. Yeah.
I had, when I did the airsoft stuff, I forget the brand of
Yeah.
shotgun. It was a real version, authorized version of that shotgun. And I did the spraying and the hydro dipping over that. The shotgun actually has real, I have this one over there, has real shells, and you load like 10 inside of it. And every time you pump the gun and shoot it, it shoots 3 BBs. And there's just enough spread on it so you can actually get, if you're trying to clear an area, it actually had enough spread. It was cool because you could actually just pump and eject the shells. I wanted to go. I don't know. I've never seen those.
Oh yeah, they're. I forget
Grab me
where
the little shotgun shell over there.
that
Yes, I'm
female YouTube gun girl, that Italian girl.
Oh.
She kind of like promotes them.
Looks like a real one, but you load the BBs inside here. I got to give this to Sean. Speaking of that, it's pretty cool.
Oh, that's the airsoft.
The airsoft shotgun.
Oh, nice.
Don't you shut down this by
No.
taking
No, go put it down, please.
It's cool.
Yeah?
That goes in a real shotgun. It shoots
No,
on
that's for the
airsoft?
That's
airsoft.
the airsoft.
It only held, you know, when the bottom where you can load one,
Oh,
it only
gotcha.
took one,
Gotcha.
and then you get 10-ish shots with multiple.
Oh, cool.
And then when it was done, there was just a little lever, and you'd pull this out. So that was the only downfall, is that you didn't have
Just
multiple.
one shot at a time.
It would have been cool if it had like 3 or 4,
Yeah.
and then it would go through. But
Oh, that is kind of cool though.
but it was accurate. And so when my buddy Jay came over with his son and we took him in the woods, Jay's like, you need to be shot with this to see what it feels like, because I'm not going to have you cry in the middle of the woods and say you want to go home and not play. So he refused to take a distant shot from it to see what it felt like. So Zoe's like, I'll do it. Dad, shoot me. So she stood on the tree. I went across the yard. I'm like, you sure? She's like, yeah. So she ducked. She had some gear. And I shot her. She had a
Yeah.
little welt on the back, but she's like,
With the shotgun.
she's like, man up. I can handle this.
Nice.
It's not.
No?
He's just a
No.
Dramatic.
Oh, dude, he was cool in the woods. He was like, I'm down. But as soon as we started cornering him, he's like, I don't want to get shot. His father turned around and goes, you're out.
Nice.
I got to catch it. Can you read this, Chet, or no?
No, I can't read it.
He's
I don't know why I can't.
Yeah, well,
I can't. It just says top chat. It doesn't have any other option for anything else.
so learn to read it.
Yeah, nothing really going on.
The newest one I've got is from Newfound. It says LOL.
Yep, that's us.
Oh, we got another one. Get hit in the neck. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So my paintball story is we were playing in my early 20s, so easily 20 years ago, and this kid, either on purpose or by accident, stashed his paintballs in the snow, and we were playing surrounding this sandy field with divots and stuff, and some cool stuff in the center. He ran out of ammo, so I went to go charging out of the woods across. He loaded something he had hidden sitting in the snow.
Yeah.
And when I saw him, I think it was called like the Rainmaker. It was just a fully automatic monster. So when I saw him pop back up, mind you, we just had goggles on. That was before we did mass.
Yeah.
So I see that and I kind of turn direction and start running away to go back on the other side of the field. And like slow motion, I'm going like this and going, oh shit. They're going ping, ping, ping off in the sand. I turn to make sure it's not coming at me, and it takes me in the head. It's like somebody took a brick and went out cold, face first into the freaking. I had a welt on my head, and when I came up, I was so dumbfounded that I couldn't even yell at him. What?
Like the golf ball you threw around?
Yes, the golf ball. Yeah, I had a huge egg, and mind you, I was shaved. There's no way to hide it. I couldn't even wear a wig. Yeah, take one in the cojones.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'd have to wear like a suit of armor down there.
Need one of those lead aprons they
hit.
use for X-rays.
Yeah. I was working in actually. What's this thing?
Papers,
Go for it.
any videos.
I wish in this, like somebody in the chat could pop into a live video and video with us. I wish YouTube did that option. That would be really cool.
You need like OBS software and stuff.
I know, like the other guys, like I think it's Zoom. Like Roger uses Zoom, but you got to invite. It would be just nice that somebody could ask to get in live and go into our chat already. So that way, if they had a story, they could just pop in and share it.
That's why YouTube is asshole.
Worse than
I didn't hear that.
what?
No, I'm still here.
Okay. That guy. You wonder why your videos are suppressed. Why is nobody getting the notifications for my videos?
What videos? I was wondering. I was wondering why I never got any videos.
Brian goes on his YouTube account. It's not there anymore.
Well, I call out YouTube every chance I can because I don't like their business.
Newfound
practice.
said he didn't know that was drone shredding. That is the one and only. The one and only drone shred on me.
Oh, I pay for it all right.
Yeah. He's our comic relief, but at the same time, it's kind of equally spread.
Yes, I have to behave or else I'll get Chris's channel suppressed as well.
I was worried about yesterday when I did my concealed carry video when I showed my XDS and the new Alienware holster. I was afraid that was going to get suppressed because YouTube is not a very gun promoting. Yeah,
No, and they're kind of moving towards the things that they can get like mainstream commercials on.
Jet, your tuchus is on camera.
You like that?
Where's the fingers up?
You're a sick man, Chris.
Oh, you're lucky I'm not flying or to have a target. What's
I
up?
know.
This took it.
Yeah, you were moving the camera, dude.
Well, it was only because he was perfectly
That's okay.
blocked by this,
No
but when I
worries.
turned the chair, it was right there.
Don't worry. I don't care. Hey, you don't like it, don't look. Turn
So-
it in.
This is a reason why I wanted to do this video to socially get out there more because I have a hard time socially doing stuff like this. But we have a lot of fun here. It's not always about the quads. It's about the family, the community that we have grown. If we're sitting around outside having beers or we're doing trap shooting or we're going night hiking and being chased by wild animals, we're having a blast. And that's Spider. Yeah. I got to tell him that story. But we're family. We spend a lot of time together. That's what it is to us. This world is very, very short and lots of horrible things happen. So we hold on to those little things, those family values. Yes.
Tell them about this.
Oh, she wants me to tell the story. So we did a night hike and I was the only one wearing a headlamp. Everybody else had headlamps. And the advantage, disadvantage too, is if the light is right in your line of sight of eyes on your head with your eyes, anything that's reflective, I'm the only one that's going to see it. So we were hiking in the woods, and half hour goes by, and it was fall. All you could hear was scampering in under the leaves, and I just dismayed it as the breeze, because it was slightly breezy and Brian farting or something, I don't know.
Always.
But it was just nonstop. I think Chet was you were with us one time too.
Yeah.
So we were hiking. We were probably 45 minutes an hour out now. I'm still hearing scampering, but I'm seeing reflections. And then I stop everybody because I'm in the front, and I see from a distance what looked like a large pair of eyes. So I'm like, everybody hold. So we kind of tactically had lights around it. And I had my hand on my hip, and I'm kind of going in, looking to see what it was. And as I get closer, I'm getting lower and lower to the ground, and there's no animal in sight. Then I stick my face down, and there's a spider about this big sitting on one of these roots in like a swampy-ish area, just looking at me. And the eyes reflect. It is the trippiest shit I've ever seen. So now I'm like, keep your flashlights on your head. Everyone's got headlamps. And the whole way home, we're like, there's eyes, there's eyes, there's eyes. Nope, that's an owl. And no matter how small that spider is to how large, their eyes just glow like beaming lights. Other than the red ones in the tree?
Yeah, the possum, the owl. Yeah.
No, that was the possum. When we
That
went
thing
into the big
freaking-
field,
Yeah,
when you were
when we
there,
went through
and
that.
he was just about to relax and go, we can just relax for a minute. And I turned, I had the red on my headlamp, and there's two glowing eyes right about shoulder height with you.
Yeah, it looked like an owl's face.
Yeah, we thought it was an owl, but he had a possum.
Dad,
Yes.
tell them about the story that made Papa found. The spider. Papa found.
They found, it was at Grandpa's house, an orb spider.
Oh yeah.
It was
You know,
really poisonous. It was really.
Yeah.
So Zoe broke her arm when she was around 3, and I had come home from the hospital after. Oh, it's right up here. Look at that. Still had people here because it was a 4th of July gathering. So my buddy Jose or Carlos stayed here, watched the fire, made sure everything was good. They all sat by the fire and didn't move. Well, when they came home, we had a large picnic table. It was in the middle of the yard, and the tree that's over there has branches. Well, I walk into something, and it was strong enough where it kind of tossed me back. So I kind of back up, and I'm looking around. It made a spider web, literally the length of this room, about the height of this room.
Wow.
And there is this, which I'll show the camera, in the middle of it.
Wow.
So here's the side of my hand to give you perspective. Look at the size of that spider.
Casey?
It's an orb spider. They actually eat bats and shit. The webbing was like guitar strings.
Yeah.
You could literally go like this to that and not break it.
Wow.
I could not get a picture of it, so I'm going to go out next day before I go back and get them. It was all gone.
But Dad.
Yes.
When me and Papa were getting home from when we dropped off the chainsaw at Brian's house.
Uncle Brian?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yo,
My brother.
We went back
Your
and
other
then
brother,
we
Brian.
saw the metal thing on the top of the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
We went to open the door and then I'm like, Papa, look at this giant spider on top of it. And it was the black fuzzy. It was black, fuzzy, very big, and it had like white lines, and it was really
Wolf
poisonous.
spiders and brown spiders are known this time of year to start
Yeah.
coming out. And I've seen them
I've seen them big too.
in the later side. They like to nest and make their little webs in the corner of the house.
Yeah.
We had one we were feeding flies to for
Oh,
like
yeah.
a month.
Nice.
Papa says it's the most dangerous spider.
They are dangerous. Yeah.
Kayaking. Oh man. Well, I don't even have to type. I can just say we have Summers Mill Pond by us, which is really cool. We can go into the above Summers Mill Pond and go all the way back into the Scannick
Right.
River, or we can drop in past the waterfall if you've seen any of those videos. And then, yeah, that's fun. That technically goes into my backyard.
I almost bit my finger off because it got my finger in this house.
Oh.
Did you said where you're from? Like, well, we gotta go take a field trip, see where he is. If he's got kayaking fun.
Oh.
Newfound.
Newfoundland.
Oh, oh, we already had that conversation.
Yeah.
That's a heck of a kayak. Trip.
I'm gonna make sure the straps are tight on the toes so you don't lose
You
a
ain't
kayak on the
kidding,
way
man.
up there.
They have that catamaran at least from Portland, Maine.
That would be cool.
See if we didn't have to work. This is the fun we could be having.
Yeah. Nobody has to work.
That's cool.
I tried to
My bad. I apparently missed that
you usually go
conversation earlier.
Only this time.
Yeah, there's nothing in
The hell time is it? 10 o'clock.
there.
10:15.
Actually, 10:15.
Just across the pond. Yeah. My buddy Demi, that's in England. I forget where in England he says, but he always used to say that. Same thing across the pond.
How longer until you're doing the live thing?
I don't know. I'm pooped.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
got a long
tired
day
too,
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I want to do it.
It's too late for that. He's got to go home.
I got to get up early and get my grandson at 6 a.m. to
I
go
want to do
fishing.
it.
I'd already be asleep because I'm a crappy bitch in the morning.
Can I do it?
Whatever.
Not
I'll
weed
be up
tonight.
at
I
4.
want to play.
Playing Wii.
bowling.
Playing Wii.
Huh?
I want to play bowling.
It's 10:15, bro. You're supposed to be asleep.
I
Yeah.
don't care.
Well, then you're not going to Charlie's tomorrow. Going to side by side.
I want to play Wii.
You're not helping the cause. Well, can't break it
420
up.
somewhere.
Oh, that's his opinion. His
What'd you
opinion
say?
only.
What?
What?
I don't like
It's also
llama.
Chad's.
Llama llama.
I read the Jama.
I don't want llama spin
I gapped the llama and I liked it.
Right?
There was an article that said llama spit contains antibodies for the thingy that's going around.
So could that be?
Don't say it,
Can,
or else we get banned.
I'm not saying it.
I have no llamas.
We call them side by each.
Yeah, they do. That's a English / Canadian /
We're
European.
talking about the driving thing.
Yeah.
That's
You call it side by side, they call it side by.
why do we even call them side by sides?
Because the
Because
seats are next to each other.
Oh,
You're sitting,
because
you're
remember-
sitting side by side.
that makes
like
sense.
the Honda
Kinda
Big
like we're
Reds,
sitting
where
right
you
here.
had to sit
What so?
one
I don't like
behind the other
Nice.
like a bobsled.
Or as they would say, side by each. Like
Each
Joey
other.
and I are sitting.
That's a neat term.
Yeah,
that's
side
cool.
by each, eh?
Hey, hey. Oh my God, there was a dude. I don't know where he went. He was definitely way up in Canada, like hardcore metalhead,
Yeah.
just hardcore ripper in the middle of the woods and stuff. I have to look. I haven't seen anything from him in a while.
You're right.
Yeah, you headbanging?
I'm sorry for chair because I'm tired.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna say goodbye. You want to say goodbye?
Mm.
You guys give the deuces.
Peace.
Brian, where's your head?
There he is.
We thank everybody in the chat. If you are not subscribed, please do. LOL. Metalhead, nice Slayer
Yes.
tattoo.
Oh, God.
Metal, for sure.
Pantera fans,
For sure.
definitely.
Rage Against the Machine.
No joke. That's awesome, dude. Check out Drone Tread of Me. It's F and Chet on YouTube, right?
F and shit.
F and Chet. We're working on content now that he's got some stuff.
I'm just getting started, so give me time.
Yeah, but we're gonna get him editing, and as always, follow the cinematic craziness that we do. And if we can get together more often, and you guys, I don't care, literally, if there's 2 people in here or not, as long as 2 people are enjoying themselves and we get to be the absolute goofballs that we are, then I'm okay with that. So
Yeah.
just hit.
And my wife just stays home because she can't be bothered with this stuff. So.
Yeah.
Can we watch it live?
Hey, look, we're on live on TV.
Oh, nice.
Wait,
Hey, there you
We're
are.
gonna get the
Little
that
delay.
feedback.
wait. I'm waiting for the. Wow, it's slow. So wait. Let's mess up the computer. Here, check this out. You're watching us watching ourselves. Wait for it.
On that note,
And you can. Drone bum. Drone bum's in the house.
Drone bum's in the house.
Man, now we gotta wait. We gotta wait 5 minutes.
Holly, you're about to go smoke some cigars.
Did you see my cigar stash I got right here?
I did.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right, that's the Bovita pack. Yeah.
Cigar.
I gotta open my computer up again.
Yeah, we can. I'll give him a couple more minutes. Yeah. Just heading to bed. No worry. Yeah. Yeah, we got a long day tomorrow of stuff.
Yeah.
Put back. Go that way. Go that one. Pick that one. Yeah, Tom McDonald Dummies. Go check it out. But
Okay.
thanks again, guys. We will see you soon. We appreciate all the
Yeah.
support and stay in contact. If you
Thanks
find
for
my
showing
email,
up. Appreciate it.
say bye, Bri. Now I got to figure out where to hit stop. There it is.
Because you have music that'll get your copyright.
Yeah, turn it down.
No, it stopped.